Hi, Deborah Moorhead here, and welcome to your Juicy Relationship Tips. The question that I got today is, how do I get my partner to cuddle more with me without sounding naggy or criticizing? Today, I'm going to share 4 ways that can kind of help you to maneuver through this question and how to end up getting more cuddling and without sounding naggy and critical. The very first thing that I want to talk about is that as human beings, we all have different levels of so many different things, but one of them is how much physical touch each one of us really wants or desires. What is really important is that you just accept and understand that your level, your desire of physical touch may be very different than your partner's level of physical touch, and to stay in a very non-judgmental place, which is just that there are differences between the two of us. When you can get in that place, then that will help you to move into the second area, which is not taking it personally. And then when there's no conflict or argument going on, in a quiet, calm time, step into open communication with your partner about this. And let me give you one idea about how to open up that conversation, and then a few ideas around questions or areas to talk about while you're having that conversation. So to step into it, especially if this has been a point of contention between the two of you before, step into it by saying something along the lines of, I don't want you to feel like I am nagging or defining you as bad around the physical touch between you and I. My intention really is to be open and understand the differences between the two of us, because I know you care about me and I care about you, and we want to be able to be aware and meet each other's needs around this area. So that's just, those are my words. You play around with it, but that would be a good way to step into the conversation. Now, once you're in the conversation, just be curious. Here's some of the questions you could be having around this, where you're really learning about the other person. For example, do a scale. Gosh, you know what? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning I don't want any touch at all, to 10 meaning I just need to be touching you all the time. Find out on a scale, where would they put themselves? And then you put yourself on the scale, just so you know the differences between the two of you. Another area you can have a conversation about is, are there particular times of day that are more important to both have more touch for you and for them, and less touch? For example, some people, when they're waking up in the morning, it's like, okay, I don't, and they just want to crawl out of bed. Other people want to cuddle, or maybe at nighttime, as you're going to bed, you want to cuddle more, and one person does and one person, but just find out the times of day, like important to say goodbye with a hug or just a kiss, or find out times of day, and then find out, are there kind of particular reasons maybe that are behind the not wanting to touch? Like if somebody is really hot-blooded, but if somebody's really hot, maybe the thought of hanging and cuddling while you're watching TV just like gets them way too hot. So know maybe the reasons why. Just have the conversation, learn more about each other and that level of physical desire or lack of desire, and there's no judgment, and then just find out more, because then that can lead you to the third step, which is all about asking and negotiating to set up a win-win. So once you've had this great conversation, then you've identified the times that are really important to you and to your partner, to either to touch more or to not touch, and then you can set up some agreed upon times. So maybe you really like to cuddle before going to bed. And in fact, you like to cuddle and hang on to each other the whole time you're sleeping, but your partner doesn't like that, needs to have more space while they're sleeping. So you negotiate and you set up for, 5 minutes or 10 minutes you cuddle. Maybe after having sex is a really important time to cuddle for you. And you, again, negotiate how you're going to do that and how much time, how you want to say goodbye or how you want to greet. You talk about that and you come up with a way that works for both of you. How this sets up is that it's making it clear so that nobody is being defined as doing anything wrong. Expectations are out there. And then it sets it up to be win-win, because if your partner truly cares about you and they know something's important to you, and you would do the same for them, then your partner is able to know that they are doing things, because they know what's expected of them, that pleases you. And then you're getting some of your needs met for touch. And vice versa. If your partner says, hey, when I come home from work, I just need some space, then you can respect that, and you know that you're meeting your partner's needs as well. So it all becomes a win-win situation, and that we are caring for each other because we understand each other. And then the fourth is sometimes we just need to be playful when it comes to affection and to touch. So, if you're running out of the shower in the morning all naked and everything, and there's a fun little touch that's a playful touch that you guys have come up with. Or maybe when your partner asks, hey, would you do this little favor for me? You can playfully go, okay, that'll cost you 2 kisses, something like that. But make it all playful, because affection and touch is an important part. You just have to recognize the differences between each of you. And women, I'm going to remind you that touch is important to men as part of moving towards sex. So make sure that you are touching him and letting him know and playful that you want to have sex. And men, remember that touch separate from sex. Affection is so important to women. I hope this has been helpful for you. Please share this. And you can leave a comment and let me know what you think, or if you have any other questions. So thank you, and I will see you next time.